So I just got finished with a meeting with some clients, and you know, if you've ever studied sales or watched a YouTube video on sales or anything, one of the main things that everyone brings up is that you want to talk to the decision makers. And this is super common in remodeling and home construction. Often with remodeling, we'll get an inquiry and it will be a wife who wants her kitchen remodeled. And she'll be the one spearheading this. She'll be asking the questions. She'll be the one that we meet with, but she's probably not the only decision maker. Her husband is another decision maker, and in many cases, the primary decision maker, but he's not the one that you're actually talking to. And so in sales, this is why it's one of the common questions that you'll get in every checklist is that you need to ask, who are the decision makers? And the reason you want to know is because you're going to require their buy-in in order to make this sale. If you don't have the buy-in of all the decision makers or the most important decision maker, then there's just no way that this deal is going to progress down the line. And so let's talk about buy-in for a second. What exactly am I talking about? So in this case today, I was talking with a couple people, and the third decision maker, who is the primary decision maker, was not there. And I knew what the priorities were for these two folks, but I didn't know the exact priorities of the main decision maker. And so this is one of the questions I asked. And eventually I'm going to have to speak with this person because I need to know for sure what their priorities are. Now, how does this relate to like selling a remodel? It's very simple and it's very powerful. If you're not doing this already, you should absolutely be doing this. So when you are meeting with a couple, if it's a husband and wife decision makers, you want to meet with both of them. You should try to meet with both of them. They both need to be there. And when you walk through their kitchen or whatever, you want to spend a lot of time pulling out of them their priorities. Like, what do you care about in a kitchen? You know, maybe the wife wants a really nice gas range and a farm sink, but the husband really cares more about the refrigerator. Okay, you need to find out all these things and figure out what the most important things are for each person. Once you do that, then everything that you propose moving forward, probably giving an estimate or a verbal proposal or both or whatever plan that you propose moving forward needs to address directly the priorities of each person. If you can come up with a plan that includes the really nice range, the farm sink, and the exact fridge that they want, no matter what else is involved, because you know there's going to be 1,000 other things involved, all that stuff doesn't matter as much. On the flip side, if you create an estimate or a proposal and it is a full kitchen remodel, but you don't address specifically those wants and needs and don't wants of those people, like their priorities, to put it simply, then the deal isn't likely to move forward. So figure out who the decision makers are, make sure they're both there when you're meeting with them, get to the bottom of their real priorities, the most important things to them, and then frame everything moving forward based on those priorities. If you do that, you'll make more sales.